Wow, I don't remember ever being in one room with so many Chaveirim members and it's been so quiet, ever.
They saw a guy with a tie, they got nervous.
They got nervous, huh? Good evening, everybody. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight at Chaveirim's Hanukkah festivities. We have with us tonight two very special guests, Chief and Mrs. Lawson. And we're here tonight because we'd like to honor the Chief and Mrs. Lawson for everything that they have done for Chaveirim in the Lakewood community. We have a tremendous amount of calls that come in. We're overwhelmed. It is definitely a nace that the calls get covered. It's something that everybody does the best that they can, even though we know that by natural ways we can't possibly cover everything that we have to do. Everybody has a family, everybody has business, everybody has their things that they need to do, and yet everybody here takes the time out to go out and help the community, even though sometimes it seems that it's an impossible objective to accomplish. And yet, every one of us here still strives to do that and is not afraid and not daunted by the impossibility of it. And then at that point, God steps in and helps us out, and somehow we do manage to get it done. So first off, I think that everybody here can give each other a pat in the back and a round of applause for everything that you do, and the Rebbeinu Shalom to God for helping us and enabling us that we're able to do it. Now, although the Lawsons have been active Chaveirim members for a very long time, they've never been officially recognized as such in public. So I'd like to remedy that, and I'd like to do so now. On behalf of all the Chaveirim members, I'd like to take this opportunity to extend a hearty welcome to our official newest members of Chaveirim, full-fledged, Chief and Mrs. Lawson. I'd like to start off by making sure that if the Chief gets stopped, he has no issues. Unfortunately, we did not get the Mrs. License plate in time, so it's in checks in the mail.
What's the unit number?
Now
193.
I do need to follow protocol, and every time a new member comes on, I need to give them a speech, a warning speech. I don't want to have any problems. You know, you need to drive responsibly, and no lights and sirens responding to any flags. When Yehuda Tzvi Rothberg, the Shabbos program director, calls Chief Lawson, and it's 5 o'clock and it's right in the middle of dinner, there's no hesitation whatsoever, and the Chief swings right into action to do whatever he can to help people that are in need. Now, we all know wives and mothers, our wives and mothers, who prepare a healthy, hot, nutritious meal, and we stand up in the middle and leave that meal sitting on the table to get cold when we go out to try to help somebody. We've all been there, but how many of you can say that not only do your wives support you in what you do for Chaveirim, but they actually get up from that meal and go out on the calls with you. So it's not
to be sure where I'm going.
So it's not only the Chief who's getting up and going out to do the chesed, the good deed that needs to be done to help, but it's Mrs. Lawson as well. And on behalf of Chaveirim, I'd like to give a big round of applause for everything that you do. The Lawsons are an instrumental part of Chaveirim, always available available to help in any capacity, and of course, always with a smile. Therefore, it is with great pride and pleasure and deep felt thanks, sincere appreciation that Chaveirim of Lakewood presents to you this expression of gratitude for all that you do for Chaveirim and all that you do for the Lakewood community. If the Chief and the Missus would please come up, we'd like to present you with something. My Chief, you can just come up as well. Sruli.
Who's going to video it?
Sruli. On this 6th day of December 2010, Chaveirim Volunteer Emergency Services of Lakewood presents this award of appreciation to our honorary members, Chief and Mrs. Robert C. Lawson, for their selfless devotion and involvement in the Lakewood community. Many personal, heartfelt thanks from all of us for your invaluable involvement in our numerous accomplishments. May God bless you and your family with happiness, wealth, and good health to enjoy it all. Wishing you and your family happy holidays with utmost respect on behalf of Chaveirim and the Board of Chaveirim, Sruli Brief, Moshe Eider, Mordechai Reeder, and Sruli Dorfman.
Where's she going? Where's she going? Where's she going? Where's she going? Come on. Where's she going? Hey.
I especially wore my Borsalino tonight so I would fit in. I should put my kip on. I'd really like to thank everybody for this award, but it's really me who should be thanking you. What I do is little enough. You guys are out there every day, day after day, all hours of the night, in all kinds of weather. I remember vividly last winter driving through some of the deep snow. Moshe Dove, where is he? That was my real initiation into Chaveirim. Pushing cars that were stuck in snow drifts, bringing gasoline out to cars that had run out, helping people shovel. And I joined the police department. It'll be 30 years this coming February because I like to help people. And what you guys is just tremendous. It really appeals to that desire in me to continue helping people. What I do these days, I sit in the office most of the day. I don't usually get out, and unfortunately, that takes me away from doing what I like to do, being out in public, helping people. So this sort of brings me back to my roots, and I really, really appreciate it. It's just tremendous for me to get back to that and be able to help people on a personal level, individual level, instead of directing people to go out and help people. I know that quite a few of the Chaveirim members have gone through the CERT training. We are going to be issuing OEM ID cards to those members, and hopefully we can maybe even do another CERT class. I know we were trying to put one together. I'm faced with a diminishing resources, as probably most of you know. I have 16 officers retiring within the next 2 months. And there's a possibility that 5 more may be laid off. So we may be leaning a little heavier on Chaveirim for non-emergent type police calls of, giving service to the community. And I know you do that on a daily basis, but we may be leaning on you a little bit more for those type of calls. You've always been there for us. I know last winter I had the dispatchers and the watch commanders reaching out to call Chaveirim for people who were stuck, for people who needed transports, and it worked beautifully. It worked extremely well because that took the pressure off of the police department to only respond to those calls of a serious and urgent nature rather than the routine calls where people needed transports, perhaps to the hospital perhaps the dialysis, and it was just tremendous. And I intend to exploit that, if you don't mind being exploited, and develop that relationship further, not only through the police department, but also through OEM. The members who've gone through the CERT class and actually are members of OEM right now, we will be going much further with that, and we will be looking for you to go out and assist the police department and OEM in handling different things. So that's on the horizon, that's coming up, and I'm really looking forward to cementing and solidifying that relationship that is now sort of on an embryonic level. So I'm not here to take up a lot of your time. Just this reward for my wife and I means a tremendous amount. And I just like to reiterate and recognize my wife, because without her, I really couldn't do any of this. She's tremendous support I get at home when it's it's a couple of minutes before Shabbos starts, and I get a call that people are stranded. She's always there to jump in the car with me. So not only can I bring those people back, but she drives the other vehicle back, so people don't have to worry that their car is stuck somewhere miles away on 195 or up in Howell in some state park. So she's just tremendous, supporting me and supporting Chaveirim as well. So again, thank you for the award. It means a lot to me, and I look forward to working with everybody in the future. Thank you.